Welcome and thanks for joining us for our latest edition of Luciano's Roundtable. I'm Phil Luciano, and we meet every so often to talk about the issues, problems, and people of Peoria, and we bring aboard some of the most venerable political and business sages of this town to discuss all those things. And with us today, we have the singing mayor, a businessman extraordinaire, Mr. Jim Maloof. How are you doing today, Jim?
Great, Phil. Just great. Good to be with you.
Next to him, former Senator and Peoria County Sheriff, George Shadid. George, how are we doing today?
Fine. Very good.
And next to him, the godfather of Peoria baseball and businessman himself, Mr. Pete Vanaken. Pete, how you setting?
Glad to be here. When you get our age, we're glad to be any place, Phil.
And look where we're at for the roundtable.
Yeah.
We're right
It's a round table.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank Kelleher's Pub on Water Street for letting us hang out here today. And we have a lot of stuff to talk to, including some stuff that you guys told me that you wanted to talk to. But first, I want to talk about something that your viewers wanted to talk about. And we're going to turn first to the man on my left. Jim, is there ever been any second guessing on your part about the boat and letting it go to East Peoria?
In all honesty, no.
Why is that?
Maybe I'm not exactly what I call a moral freak or something, but in one way it's bad money. Bad money in the sense that it breaks up homes, it breaks up businesses, it breaks up marriages, families. That part is the bad side. The good side is you got a lot of money coming in, and the city is still getting about $4 million a year out of the transaction that Peter Korn, the city manager, made at that time with East Peoria.
Okay.
I just don't think it's the right way to raise money.
Gotcha. George, what do you think about that?
Well, there's not much we can do about it.
Just how it is right now?
Well, you know, we did start out with 10 riverboat licenses years ago, and you could only invest in one license in Illinois. They changed that law several years ago to allow you to invest in all of them if you wanted. And that's when people from Vegas, after that bill was passed, which I didn't vote for, a lot of people from Vegas came in and bought most of the big casinos in Illinois.
So you thought it was going to be the local ownership, and now a lot of it's Vegas ownership.
It's a lot different than when it was all local ownership.
Pete, what do you think about this?
Well, everybody has the greatest respect for Jim Maloof, and I know deep down in his heart that he felt that was the way it should be. But, you know, whether you're going to break up homes and everything that Jim says is true, so what's the difference if you're on one side of the river or the other? If you can get more money, you're still, what's happened over there would have happened here. It would have solved a lot of our problems on the riverfront. We wouldn't have had to build that platform and a lot of other things down there. But Jim did what he thought was right at the time, and everybody respected that. But I know he was concerned too about the crime that might bring to the city. But we got a lot of crime here anyway without the boat, and I don't see a lot of crime over in East Peoria. So maybe it's not the right way to get money, but the things that Jim pointed out is going to happen whether it's on our side of the river or on their side of the river. And right now, with the $13 to $15 million hole in our budget, and that money would go a long ways. Look what the East Peoria has done with that money. Jim says it's bad money, but look at they built East Side with it. They built 2 first-class hotels over there.